It's 5:30 p.m. on January 2nd, 2025. I'd like to call to order the West Hampton Township Reorganization Meeting. Requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met by publishing this meeting in the Burlington County Times, and electronic notice was given pursuant to NJAC 5:39-1.5. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
We have Anita here. Anita, can you start us with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to take a moment of silence to recognize the victims in New Orleans. This time will Dr. Ashley Caldwell and Reverend Dr. Danny E. Scotton please come up to give the oath of office to Dr. Caldwell.
I, Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
I, Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of council, committee one,
of committee one,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Dr. Caldwell.
That stuff.
Yeah.
Came to school with your work.
Would Committeewoman-elect Gail Canteen Maddox and the Honorable Linda Hines come up for the administration of the oath? Good. Come one, come all.
Come over here so you can be in the camera. Yeah, like right there is good. Yeah, move over. Yeah, move over.
All right.
Do you need the oath?
All right. Before we do this, this is the greatest commitment to setting up and serving the community. As long as you hold your duties and do what you think is best, you will never do wrong. All right. You can place your right hand on the Bible. Right hand. There we go. I, Gail Maddox Canteen.
I, Gail Maddox Canteen,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully
impartially,
and impartially
and justly
perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of committee woman
of committee woman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Roll call. Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell.
Present.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen Maddox.
Present.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr. Present. Committeeman Sandy Henley.
Present.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo.
Present.
Will now accept nominations for the office of mayor.
I'd like to nominate Committeeman Sandy Henley.
Second.
Roll call. Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen.
Yes.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr.
Yes.
Committeeman Sandy Henley.
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo.
Yes.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If Senator Singleton would please come forward to administer the oath of office for the office of mayor. There it is. I don't think he needs this.
All right. Make sure you stand like right there. Right there's good. 'Cause you-
Do you need this?
I state your name. I, Sandy Henley, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith. That I will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. And allegiance to the same. And to the governments established. And to the governments established. In the United States. In the United States. And in this state. And in this state. Under the authority of the people. Under the authority of the people. And that I will faithfully. That I will faithfully. Impartially. And justly perform. All the duties. Of the office of mayor. Of the office of mayor. Of the township of West Hampton. Township of West Hampton. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations. Thank you.
Want me to take it from here?
All right, I'll turn the meeting over to you.
Thank you. We will now accept nominations for the office of deputy mayor.
I'd like to nominate Otis Carr.
Second.
I'd like to second. Caldwell.
Roll call.
Oh, sorry. Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen Maddox.
Yes.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr.
Yes.
Committeeman Sandy Henley.
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo.
Yes.
Motion passes. Senator Singleton, if you'd like to swear me.
I, Mr. Carr, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
And to the government established.
And to the government established
In the United States.
in the United States
And in this state.
and in this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
And that I will faithfully.
And that I will faithfully, impartially,
And justly perform.
and justly perform
All the duties.
all the duties
Of the office of deputy mayor.
of the office of Deputy Mayor
For the township of West Hampton.
to the Township of West Hampton,
According to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I got some.
No worries.
Oh, I don't know. Sign mine.
You could do it later.
Mayor, before we move to the next item, if I can make a statement.
Certainly.
Earlier today, I met with the newly elected committee women, and brief them on all the agenda items, including all the resolutions in here, so that they be prepared for today's meeting.
Thank you. So nominations of professional appointments and resolutions. You have a motion?
Motion. Do you need to? Good.
You already need a statement over here. So we're going to do the professionals. Do we have a motion? It hasn't made. So I motion.
Motion. Second.
All right, so
So there needs to be a recusal of two professionals, right? So initially, we'll vote on solicitor, planner, prosecutor, public defender, bond counsel, tax special counsel, labor counsel, CFO, financial counsel, consultant, conflict engineer, and risk management as a group. And then we'll vote on the engineer and auditor separately, because there's a conflict. Fair enough? So, Odie, can you make we're going to make a motion removing engineer Lima Group and auditor Bowman and Company, LLC. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion for to vote on the solicitor, planner, prosecutor, public defender, bond counsel, tax special counsel, labor counsel, CFO, financial consultant, conflict engineer, and risk management.
So, Mayor, just for clarification, that motion is for Malamet Associates as the solicitor, CME Associates as the planner, prosecutor, Chance and McCann, public defender, Rosenberg, Perry and Associates, bond counsel, Malamet Associates, tax special counsel, Kathleen Gaskell, labor counsel, Brown and Connery, CFO, financial consultant, PM Consultants, LLC, conflict engineer, Environmental Resolutions, Inc., risk manager, Hardenberg and Associates.
Yes.
And we need a second.
The second came from Jamie Mungo, Committeewoman Mungo, I'm sorry. Roll call?
Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
Yes.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen,
Yes.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr,
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo,
Yes.
Mayor Sandy Henley.
Yes. Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Do we now have a motion for Township Engineer, Alimo Group?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
Yes.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen,
Yes.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr,
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo,
Yes.
Mayor Sandy Henley.
Yes. A motion for Auditor Bowman Company, LLC?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
Recuse.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Otis C. Carr,
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo,
Yes.
Mayor Sandy Henley.
Yes. I will now ask for a motion to vote out of order 2625, resolution appointing Kim Marie White as Township Clerk. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion for 2625.
Second.
Statement from the solicitor?
That was. I think you did this.
So I already made the statement about briefing the individual beforehand.
Fair enough. Roll call.
Committeewoman Dr. Ashley Caldwell,
Recuse.
Committeewoman Gail Canteen,
Yes.
Committeeman Otis C. Carr,
Yes.
Committeewoman Jamie Mungo,
Yes.
Mayor Sandy Henley.
Yes. Resolution appointing a Township Committee member to Land Development Board. Board is a Class 3 member for the year of 2025. Otis Carr. I motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes. Sorry.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Resolution appointing committee member to Historic Commission for the year of 2025. Jamie Mungo. I make the motion.
I second.
Roll call.
Ms. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Resolution appointing one member to the Recreation Commission for 3-year unexpired term to expire in 2028. Ivan Alvarez. No, I apologize. Gail Canteen. Thought that was for the member. Yeah. Gail Canteen, I make the motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
And Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5
Resolution.
yes, motion passes.
Resolution appointing Township Committee member to Timbuktu Advisory Committee for the year 2025. Gail Canteen,
I make the motion.
Second.
roll call.
Dr. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
And Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Resolution appointing 2 members to the Timbuktu Advisory Committee, Danita Curry and Debbie Price.
I motion Danita Curry and Debbie Price.
Second.
Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Resolution establishing a schedule of regular meeting minute dates of the Township Committee for the year 2025.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Dr. Caldwell.
Yes.
Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
And Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Consent agenda resolutions, consent agenda resolution note. Consent agenda items are considered to be routine and will be enacted with a single motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by the certification availability of funds. Any items requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda. Does anyone on the committee wish to remove any of the resolutions from the consent agenda? Can I get a motion?
I make a motion to approve resolutions 8-25 through 25-25 and 27-25 through 30-25.
Second.
Roll call?
Dr. Caldwell. Yes. Ms. Maddox Canteen.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Ms. Mungo.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
5 yes, motion passes.
Resolution appointing CFO, John E. Barrett.
And that was part of it.
Why do we have on behalf of?
That was part of the consent.
Part of the consent agenda.
So currently, what do we have? Next page.
You're here. The mayor appointments,
How are we there?
because this was all consent.
So mayoral appointments, Land Development Board, and Historic Preservation, there'll be no motion needed. We have David Guerrero and John Wisniewski. Historic Commission, Class B member for a 4-year term, Rosemary Kraft and Bob Thorpe. Historic Commission, 2-year alternate, we have Dan McGonigal. Mayoral assignments for committee liaison for the year 2025. Police, Sandy Henley. Public Works, Odis Carr. Recreation, Gail Canteen. Municipal Court, Sandy Henley. West Hampton School Board, Dr. Ashley Caldwell. RV Regional High School Board, Dr. Ashley Caldwell. Emergency Services, Jamie Mungo. Veteran Affairs, Odis Carr. Senior Citizen, Dr. Ashley Caldwell. And Timbuktu, Gail Canteen. Acknowledge of automatic appointments. The mayor is a member of the Land Development Board. We will now open a meeting for public comment. Please state your name and address for the record.
Anthony Getz, 109 West Maple Tree Drive. Welcome to our new committee members. The packet that was uploaded didn't have the resolutions listed, so it was hard to see who's going into a lot of these key positions within the township. I noticed for the administrator, it was a removal and then new administrator. Looking at the law, was it immediate removal? Or it says it takes place 3 months after you guys just voted on it. The other question I had, it seems we lost a lot of key people, and this was raised by residents numerous times as we were putting some people in multiple roles of how it could cause issues. So I just hope this committee thinks about the actions they're taking moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bernita Jones, 20 Amara. I'd just like to congratulate both of you, the new committee women, on the DS here, and, congratulate the mayor and the deputy mayor and Jamie Mungo for sitting in on our committee again, and best of luck in the years coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will now close for public comment. All in favor?
Oh,
Aye.
Oh, Nancy, you have something? Sure.
Nancy Berkeley, Olive Street, Rancocas. Again, I would like to agree with all said. Congratulations to Gail and Ashley. I know you both, and I know you'll do a great job. But I also want to compliment Mr. Jones. I know it's been a long month. He's been going from an assistant person to taking on 2 jobs. And we all know, if we've been there, that the first meeting of the month, the first meeting of the year, the reorganization, it takes a lot of time and a lot of things, and things can't be forgotten or left off. So I would like to thank you for your hard work and chipping in when we're going through this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Motion to close public comment.
motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Dates to remember. Land Development Board reorg is January the 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Land Development Board meeting is January the 8th at 7 p.m. Recreation Committee meeting is January the 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Next scheduled township meeting will be January the 14th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Committee member comments and township committee members' liaison reports.
I'll go first. I just want to congratulate again Gail and Ashley to the committee. I'm looking forward to a new year, so happy New Year to all the residents. I also wanted to thank those that came in to swear in the local officials, to Linda Hines as always, and Senator Troy Singleton and the Reverend, so thank you for coming in for that. I did have a quick liaison report from the Chicken Committee that I sit in with, and I will be, we have some changes that we'd like to recommend to the ordinance, which we'll be presenting to you, to the committee at our next committee meeting. And that's all I have.
Judge Hines, thank you so much. Senator Singleton, Reverend, thank you so much. Your support for our community means the world. All family that came out to support, family and friends, thank you so much. Congrats to the newly elected Dr. Caldwell and Ms. Cantine Maddox. You guys worked so hard to get where you're at now. I look forward to working with you over your term. I think this is going to be a productive year. We have a lot of changes, as some people mentioned. I would be focusing on a lot of our code book, working on our current programs, improving that. I would just like to note that our meetings have been getting a little, I guess, hectic, and I just want to be focusing on some of our decorum. We can be neighbors, we are neighbors, and we can disagree without being disagreeable, as Ruth Ginsburg had said. So, thanks to our neighbors for coming. I really appreciate all of you. Happy New Year.
Lee?
I just want to start by thanking all the residents for electing me, for the confidence that you've put in me to serve our town. I believe I'll do a great job. I also want to thank the West Hampton Board of Education for a wonderful last 2 years where I've been a board member. We've got a lot done. What I'll miss the most is the relationships that we formed together, and I pray that that still continues into 2025. I also would like to thank Reverend Dr. Danny E. Scott Sr. for swearing me in tonight. Really appreciate that. And also Senator Singleton and Judge Hines for coming out. Elect Women New Jersey endorsed me this year, and I don't know if Anna is here. Okay, Anna didn't make it out, but I just want to thank you for your endorsement, also for New Jersey Young Dems. That really meant a lot to me and my running mate. To my wonderful family who's here to support me tonight, all of you. I won't call you out or ask you to raise your hand. My best friend, my colleagues, and all my neighbors. As Deputy Mayor Carr said, we're all neighbors, so looking forward to working with you. I want to give a special shout out to my dad. He's come to every township meeting with me for the last year, so I just want to thank you for your support. And Mr. Jones, special thank you to you for taking the time out earlier this week, just showing me around, introducing me to different department heads and staff. That's truly the best part of West Hampton. I had a really good feeling after you walked me around, so I really appreciate you taking 2 hours out of your day to get that done. It meant a lot. Last but not least, I want to congratulate my running mate, Gail Maddox Canteen. It's been a long year, but we got it done, and I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone other than you. The best part was bragging about you to everyone, so I'm looking forward to working with you this year. Congratulations, Mayor Henley, once again, and to our new Deputy Mayor. I know you do a wonderful job. Mrs. Mungo, I'm looking forward to working with you. Happy New Year to everybody.
Greetings. Thank you all for being here. I'm sincerely appreciative of you all taking the time to come out to the committee meeting, as well as the swearing in of Dr. Caldwell, myself, the mayor, as well as the deputy mayor. I want to first start off by thanking God. That's the head of my life. And without him, to me, there's just nothing. So I want to thank God for giving me the strength to be able to do what I do. I want to also thank the citizens of West Hampton Township for saying, you know what, give that young lady and her running mate a shot. The foundation is already set in terms of West Hampton. And I sincerely thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be able to build upon that foundation. So I thank you, citizens of West Hampton. I want to thank my family, my husband, my kids. They've stuck with me through thick and thin, putting up signs, taking down signs, ringing doorbells, doing all those other kind of things. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for putting up with me. I want to thank my family and friends. I have my brothers who came from Maryland and friends who drove up today just to be here to witness this. And I really appreciate my family for coming in and being a part of this. And I sincerely thank you for that. My friends, my neighbors, and I want to thank those of you who voted for Dr. Caldwell and myself, and those that didn't, because we're all one. We're all on the same team. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you
for perpetuating the success of West Hampton Township. It's not going to be easy, because if it were easy, anyone can sit up here. It's not going to be easy, and Dr. Caldwell and I, we've had many nights where we said, what are we doing? This is tough, and we realize that, but I am super excited to be able to go on to do the work of West Hampton, and I'm looking forward to that. I want to thank my parents for instilling in me the scenario of the pitcher and the cup. I want to thank them for allowing me to be a pitcher. Some people receive and some people give, and I want to thank them for instilling in me the ability to be the pitcher and to continue to give. And that's important, and I want to continue to do that. I want to thank my running mate, Dr. Ashley Caldwell. It's interesting because her daughter and my son knew each other before we introduced each other. They knew each other, and when she said, do you know this young lady by the name of Gail Canteen? My son knew her, and she knew me, and it was interesting. It's a small world. And it's important, the impression that you can have on people. Be kind. Do the right thing. Try to help people. That's what's important. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this. West Hampton Township Committee, it's 5 of us, but we're going to be powerful in terms of what we do for the Township of West Hampton. Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's interesting because we've known each other a while. Our kids went to school together from knee-high up, and we're going to get an opportunity to work together. I'm a pusher, and everybody knows I like to push and get things done, and I'm appreciating the opportunity to be able to do that. Deputy Mayor, look forward to working with you, and Committeewoman Mungo, look forward to working with you, and I'm excited to be able to get on with the business of West Hampton Township. And there's going to be no job too large or too small. We're looking to get in there and work with senior citizens. We're getting in there and working with homeless. Dr. Caldwell and I, we have some ideas, liaison committees for the shelter, just so many different things that we'd like to do. Being transparent when it comes to communication, making sure the residents of this town knows what's going on, and being out there and being a presence in the community, and that's what's very important. So I'm humbled. I thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to getting the work done. Thank you for the opportunity.
So now I'm burdened with having to go after, maybe this is the one time I don't want to go last, but I will say, one, I want to thank my wife and my children, because I don't think a lot of people understand, right? There's lighthearted comments about the change or whatever happens in the township, but there's times that I have to be up here 5 days a week for different things, or things that have to be done. And I always say that the positions here are earned. Not many people want to knock on doors. Not many people want to put up signs. Not many people want to use their Saturdays to make sure that people are able to entrust what they do. So it's easy sometimes to say what we would do versus what we're going to do. I appreciate the fact that, these people threw their name in a ring to try to make a difference in all of our communities, right? The fact that there's 5 people means that we all can interject, 5 different ideas. I've noticed that all of us live in different areas of West Hampton. So we're able to touch on every different part of the areas of West Hampton except for Irick Woods, right? But every other part of West Hampton is represented on this committee. It couldn't be more balanced. We have an Irick Woods friend though. So we do stay in contact. Absolutely. With that being said, I want to thank, Senator Troy Singleton for always being here. I think that he's the only person who's ever sworn me in from beginning to end. So, he, obviously, he's, at this point, he's the hot ticket to be able to get. So the fact that he always makes time to be able to come to West Hampton, do a swearing in for a little guy like me, I appreciate it. I'd like to thank my first running mate, Judge Hines. And what I will say that Linda said, there's times, it's not often as much as it was, but, every once in a while, she would tell you that, I gotta give her a call just to bounce something off of her, just because she thinks very differently, right? And she has a perspective of the township that everyone doesn't always have. And she said something very matter-of-factly one time that stuck with me when she said, "You worked for it, so you care more." Linda knows. A lot of things that we have now, we didn't have then, right? So people take for granted, like, people helping to knock on doors. There was no one helping to knock on doors when me and Linda ran. It was just us, right? Her more than me, actually, but nevertheless, when you work for it, you care more. And that brings me to thanking Gail and Ashley, because that was the message the whole time, right? Like, as they continue to work and work hard, I would continue to say, you want to work hard because you'll care more, because you'll want to do more. It'll mean way more to you if you work for it. If they give it to you and you just get it, you win by 45 votes, a win is a win. But if you win by 45 votes and you'd still be happy and you didn't knock on any doors, you didn't meet any residents, you didn't ask any questions, you won't care as much. But they did. They worked hard. And as soon as they won, they had demands. As they should. They want stop signs put in places that they talked to residents and made commitments. They want to honor their commitments. They want to make a difference. They have agendas. They came up here with homework, right? And we talk every time. I think that, I said to Gail, when she was running out the car, she'd pick up on the second ring. After she won, I called her, I didn't hear from her for 3 days. I said, what did I say to you guys? I said, a person gets a few votes. They can't even answer the call anymore. But when we did speak, she was prepared for the conversation. She had a list of things that she wanted to address and how she wanted to make a difference. And the messages are very different between the two ladies, but the messages are very much the same. And for that, I look forward to what 2025 can be. We want it to be a productive and a strong 2025. Yes, we made some changes, and we made the changes when we made them. And we're going to be successful because this group just won't lose. That I can guarantee you. I want to thank Sherrod Jones and Craig Farnsworth. Craig is the fire chief, and Sherrod is the deputy. And we work them both as if this was their primary role to set everything up for today. I probably have talked to Craig more about anything other than fire in the last 3 weeks than ever, but he's always been there. He knows what's going on. And it says something to have someone who is in a different role, but still knows what's going on throughout the town and knows what's going on in a different department. And he's done that. I'd like to welcome back and thank James Brady, who came to be the administrator of our town and to help move the town forward, right? So, Jim answers the phone right away, needs a couple days thought, and, he puts his cape on and he comes to the rescue. And when he puts his cape on, he then brings someone I haven't had the pleasure with, but I only heard great things about is Ms. Kim White. I mean, we're looking for a clerk, and someone's like, she teaches the class. I mean, I don't... So, I mean, we found a way not only just to bring in people, but to bring in the best people. So that shows the commitment for what we want and what we expect out of this town. So we've heard, right? We've made some changes. Now we'll make the commitment to show you. Bob Wright, our solicitor, who I lovingly call Bad News Bob. There's not an attorney that calls you with good news. So anytime I see the phone light up and it says Bob, I take a deep breath. And I'm like, oh my God. And he knows I say bad news, what's going on? He's like, oh, it's not that bad. So, thank you, Bob. So what I'll say about Bob is this, and I thanked him earlier today. There was another attorney who said to me, Bob has done more as a solicitor than most would do. He has put more than his toe in the water when it came to working for this town. And I couldn't imagine having a different solicitor here. If it meant us to change our day to keep Bob here, then we change our day. So thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Are you crying? Lastly, our professionals. We've had the same professionals for quite some time. And they've stuck with us and worked hard. So I think our professionals, our department heads as a whole, I think them, the appointed people who are on our different committees, there are residents who stepped up. I will give a special shout out to Dave, because Dave is at every land development board meeting. He's prepared for every meeting. I know he calls the secretary 8-9 times a week, right? But that's because he cares about the town. And those are the people that we want around. So with that being said, hope I did okay. We have a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Have a great evening. See how it works.